Be a good day to hit the swimming pool. And today is Guard Team Day in Kerrville.
Yeah, the City Council will make the official proclamation to honor city lifeguards for their big win at a state competition. Leah
Durain spoke to the lifeguards about just what that win and the recognition means to them.
The City of Kerrville lifeguards have been making a splash at the State Lifeguard Championships for years now. This is the third year in a row the Angels have brought home the gold.
Passive guest, east up.
Courtney, Michael, Jacob, and Carlos have a laser focus on their acting patient Garrison, simulating a guest in distress.
Reassessing pulse and breathing.
The lifeguards have been tested on dozens of medical emergencies and they've proven themselves. Kerrville had two teams medal at a state championship this summer. The Angels took first place, the Owls swooped in for second.
The point of being a lifeguard is to prevent loss of life due to drowning. And now I feel very confident in my skills, and if I'm out here at the pool, I'm not ever going to get nervous. Anything happens, I know I'm prepared.
The honor also lets local parents know their children are in great hands.
Parents come here trusting their lifeguards to watch their kids. Sometimes they drop them off and leave, and they're entrusting us with their life. And I think guard team training helps further that skill and helps them be prepared for anything to happen.
If someone were to be injured, I can just jump right in, help them out, and possibly one of these days probably save a life.
Low and slow, 6 feet away from the pool.
Well, I learn a lot of life skills, and it's going to help me throughout my whole life, so I like that. And just everyone comes together as a team, and so the people I work with, they're like my family.
The camaraderie sticks even after the swimming season ends.
The family you get here within the city itself, not just here at the pool, but within the city as well.
The lifeguards say they take pride in providing a safe, fun place for the community to beat the heat.
It's a place where people can just have fun and let themselves go, and it's also very cheap too, and everybody in the city can come. It's only $1.
The lifeguards are in their last lap of summer. The pool actually closes Friday night, but they say the experiences this year have been a 10 out of 10. Leah Durain, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
That was great. That was a nice little surprise.
That's awesome.
Nice belly flop.
To her. That must have hurt though, right?
I know, it's like I could hear it.
Yeah, that hurt me.